Good morning, Ken, AmeriPro Mortgage, Silvercreek Realty Group. Let's get right into it here. Sorry, I should have had this more set up. Boom. All right, here we go. Are you with me? So, thinking about these houses at Horseshoe Bend, I think there's 5 of them left. And not only is USDA a good product for Horseshoe Bend, I have a 1% down, 2% gift. So 1% down, 2% gift from the lender, which is a conventional loan, and it's 80% of the area medium income. And it's also a good product to buy these with. It's a conventional product. Okay, so you um, might have a little flexibility on conventional. They changed it. You can go down to a 600 FICO score, anything above 80% loan to value, as long as you get a DU run, a desktop underwriter run. So it's a for sure. If you don't want to use the USDA, don't want to use the FHA with the second on it because the interest rate's higher. The interest rates on these are a little bit lower. And I'll give you a look at that here real quick. Let's take a look at the house, and then we'll go down through the program. So it's a PUD, it's attached, okay? And there was 5 of these. Let me check again real quick. Okay, I'm back. You were on mute. Yay. Life's fun. Let's go through this real quick here on the pictures. You can see it's a standard new house. And let's see if we open these up a little bit, and I'll get a little bit more organized here. So you can see this beautiful house. The 1% down, 2% gift program's conventional. And one of the benefits of that, conventional, they lowered it. No FICO on conventional unless you're above 80% loan to value. So if you get a desktop underwriter, that's what everybody uses, approval, DU approval. They're a little secret computer program you run everything through. Well, then you're good to go. So 600 and above on the conventional, 1% down, 2% gift. And we'll go through the numbers here in a second. I was just looking at these pictures. I thought maybe you might want to enjoy them too, real quick. Pretty standard. This house comes with the washer, dryer, the refrigerator, the stove, and the microwave. I'm going to pause real quick. So I just double checked that on the MLS. Yes, that's what they still have listed. This incentive program, which they're running with the 20%, another 20%, the $20,000 builder concession, which can be used to pay your closing cost. They have it set to end on the 31st, and they might renew it. They might lower it. They might change, that they have the ability to change anything they want, but everything resets on the 31st. I'd imagine they're going to keep it on this property at 20,000, but I don't know. The best thing to do is call me and we can write an offer on this and start your loan qualification. It wouldn't take too long to get you qualified. Send your information over, which we need to do that with. And within the first 10 days, you have to tell the seller what you're going to use that concession for. So the house has to be inspected. We have to tell the seller what we're going to use the seller concession for. And that's the front view of this particular home. Let's go over and look at the payment real quick. Okay, so on this house, and we're looking at it on AmeriProMTG.com, the loan plug, which is our blog, our mortgage blog. And so we put a lot of stuff on here, and this house appears there. So you can click the button up here for home availability, and it will show this house and the other ones that are at 350,000 and below. And that's where the 1% down program works. That's the cutoff, which is set by Fannie and Freddie, $350 is the farthest they'll go with this program on the purchase price. And it's 1% down, 2% gift from the lender. Let's go down here a little bit further. This is a map of Horseshoe Bend. Okay. This is the apply now. You go over there and you'll see Debbie with an apply now button. We could hit that, but not right now. So let's go down to the payment, because that's the example that you were probably looked at this for. So 30-year fix, $329,790 purchase price. Now this interest rate is today's rate. It's not fixed. It's a fixed rate, but you have to lock the rate to be fixed for 30 days so you can close on it, okay? So it's fixed 30 years at 5.5, but rates change every day, and this is today's pricing. The APR on this is 6.1 when I ran it through the pricer, and that was with a complete purchase program. The monthly payment is $1,872. Principal, interest, taxes, insurance not included. The mortgage insurance is $156. So you add these two together for your total payment. And your HOA is about $80 a month in this house. Taxes are $175 to $200. And your homeowner's insurance, $55 to $75 a month in that area. So that's where you're going to come out with a purchase on this. So when you use that seller incentive, you can prepay the taxes for 6 months, prepay the insurance for a year, prepay the HOA, and that's how you come with the 1% down. You have to use that seller incentive to pay the closing costs for the origination, the points to buy down if there are any. Okay. This loan, you can go lower than the 5.5. So if you have money left over, you can lower the interest rate, or you could possibly use it for blinds on this house, I believe. So that's a good thing. And let's go down here a little bit further. So it lowers your cash to close, fixed rate stability. It's an alternative to FHA, lower upfront closing cash requirements, competitive on the mortgage insurance, and it's a great way to get into your first house. The path out of renting. If you go down to here, you'll see things to do in the area. If you're not from the Idaho, the southwestern Idaho area, this is a little things to do. And if your credit's a disaster, go to credit repair right here and start working on your credit and get up to where you can purchase a house. That will help you. Here's a tip. You can use Angel AI. You can find that on our websites. All you have to pay there is the credit pull for your credit report and the mailings. All right. But it's kind of a do-it-yourself one. You've got to hustle everything up to send it in. It's a little bit for more do-it-yourselfer, but it is less expensive. If you're a little bit more busy and you want somebody to help you out, use your credit repair here on the Credit Monkey, or you can also find Intuit on our site where you get a free credit report if you don't have any idea where you're going to start with your credit payments. I know a lot of people don't care about the back end of how these things are done. They just want it done. It's a little too technical, but I like to go through it. There are some people that like to see the numbers, and so actually we're going to compare these two. These are both the 1% down, Freddie and Fannie. All right, and we'll compare them real quick. Here's the disclaimer. If you're 600 or below, this won't work. It has to be 600 above for the 80%. And then we're going to grab the par here, are pretty close. That's paying $1,800. It's paying $260. This is a cost. That's a cost right there. We're going to go up, and this is the Freddie. And we're going to view the fees real quick. Total cost for this loan is $13,738. Now you're getting a $20,000 seller concession. So you can shop for $3,000 on the title if you want to use a different title company than the one that's on here. Services you cannot shop for, the appraisal. It's about $755 is what they have quoted right here. They have tax service and their incidentals. You also have on top of this, which is not showing because it doesn't know, is your HOA fees need to be paid for a year. Well, they don't have to. You can pay them outside of the mortgage, but you can pay them with the seller incentive and pay them down so you don't have to pay them. What you do have to pay with the mortgage payment are the taxes. Okay, and we prepay them for 6 months with that seller incentive and title. Okay, so you'll see that on your closing cost and your homeowner's insurance for a year. And if you go back down here, we're gonna look at this real quick, and we're going to shrink me down. There we go. This is loan type 30 years fixed, loan amount 329, 790, interest rate 5.5, 610 on the APR, annual percentage rate, all the costs loaded in for 1 year and divided out 6.10, monthly payment 1,872. Monthly payment does not include taxes and insurance premium. That's your fire, all right, and your taxes. Monthly mortgage amount for the mortgage insurance, and that's because you're above an 80% loan to value, is 156. Now, I'm going to show you something here real quick. The monthly payment that I just quoted you, the monthly payment includes principal, interest, and mortgage insurance if it applies. So when I go down to this payment, and we're saying, well, we were right around here at 5625 or 55. Okay. And continue. 1872. It does not include taxes and insurance premiums, which are your fire. Okay. So you put taxes on top there. I would guess $200, insurance $75. You're going to be at $2,100 a month for this house, somewhere in that range. Garage door. That's a good looking house. It's a nice area. Let's go over here and check the area real quick. Did I save it? No, I did. I saved it right here. All right. Maybe. No, I did not. How about over here? There we go. There you go. This is the area that it's in. Here's the high school. It's actually up in this area right here, because if you go to APR here and you go close and you go satellite and you back this out, you can see where they built the streets in. And I hope you're having a great day. That's my little deal here on this house for Horseshoe Bend. So it's available with a 1% down because it's under the 350,000 purchase price. You can use a USDA on this, which is 100% financing. A little bit more requirements on that as far as credit, income caps on that. You can use the FHA 96.5 with a 3.5 second for 100%. So there's quite a different ways you can purchase a house like this. What you have to do is you have to get a hold of someone like me who can take your information, run it through the programs, and see where you fit. Everybody has a place where their loan would be best at for their score, their credit type, their job. If you like the house, you want to go see it. Again, I'm a licensed realtor for Silvercreek Realty Group. I'm an associate broker, and I'm also a broker in California, just for the realty source 02008-184 for disclosure purpose. NMLS 22644. These things come out on transcripts. So when I post them, I put them up there and they have all the correct disclosure. And AmeriPro Mortgage, 855-363. Hope you're having a great day. 208-250-5214 is my cell. Give me a call and I can help you purchase a home. Bye.